What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna be making Guinness brownies. So I got this recipe on sallysbakingrecipes.com, like right there. Go ahead and start by chopping up 8 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. Gonna chop these up, and we're going to microwave this with some butter. And but I'm gonna go ahead and grab some eggs. We're gonna need 3 eggs, and then I'm gonna grab a bottle of Guinness beer. So I'm gonna go grab this, grab that out of the fridge. Guinness beer, and I don't need the eggs yet, so I'll get those in a second. But I'll go ahead and grab a whisk, and then a large bowl as well. And bottle opener. Beer and bottle opener. So I'll wait to open the beer, but right now let's go ahead and just chop up these chocolate bars. Go ahead and open it up. Open this up. Semi-sweet chocolate bar. How cool is that? Wow, what's on it? Oh, cool. So go ahead and break it. That was satisfying to break it open. And then open this one. Oof. Chocolate. So now we're just going to crush the chocolate into just chunks, and then like I said, we're going to microwave the chocolate with room temperature butter let me read it here, and we're going to melt it in 30-second increments. Now we're going to whisk each time we microwave it, so every 30 seconds we're just going to whisk it until it gets nice and creamy. Show you guys the process here. Let's go ahead and get started by, we're just going to chop the, I'm about to say garlic. It's not garlic. Chop the chocolate into chunks. Strong chocolate. Chop this guy as well. That's good. Feel my face turning red. Okay, now I'm just going to place this in a large bowl. Carefully. Gather all of the chocolate chunks and put them in a bowl. And then we're going to, once again, combine this with some room temperature butter. But before we melt our chocolate, we're gonna reduce our Guinness beer on a skillet on the stove. And don't wanna waste any chocolate shavings, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the sink. So, here's our chocolate. And then I have 3/4 cups of room temperature butter. Some of it is salted, some of it is, 2 of them are unsalted, 1 of them is salted. So originally the recipe says to use unsalted butter, but I forgot to grab that. So when I add salt to our batter, I'll just put a dash. I won't put the full ½ teaspoon. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side. And the bottle. Smells good. Just going to go ahead and pour the beer in our skillet, reduce it, once again, like 20 to 22 minutes. Turning on the stove to medium-high heat, and pour our beer. And once again, we're just going to keep an eye on this. So yeah, let me just read what the recipe says, just so I know I'm doing this correctly. And a small saucepan, we're gonna get it to a boil. Oh, okay, we're gonna bring it to a boil. So once it's boiling, we're gonna reduce to a medium heat and allow it to simmer until reduced down to 2/3 cups. About 20 to 22 minutes. Set aside to cool for at least 10 minutes. You'll use ½ of the cup in the brownies and the rest for the frosting. Yeah, so there is a frosting recipe within the brownie recipe as well. I might make the frosting if I feel like it, but typically when I think of brownies, I just think of straight up brownies, no frosting or icing or anything like that. But anyway, we'll see. Maybe I'll make the frosting. But to heat up, actually, I'll show you guys here. It smells really good. It smells so good. So I'm turning it up to a really high heat. I'm igniting the heat here. And we're just gonna let this come to a nice boil. And once again, we're just gonna reduce the heat once it starts to boil and let it simmer. So our beer has come to a nice boil, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat down to like a medium-low heat. As you can see, it is foaming at the surface and boiling, so just gonna turn the heat down, just like so. I'm gonna go right here, and we're just gonna let it simmer for 20 to 22 minutes. 20 minutes, so I'm gonna set a timer actually for 20 minutes. Set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, counting down. 20 minutes, counting down.
I need 3 large eggs, and then get like a spatula and different things that we're gonna need for our batter. You're gonna need 1 cup of flour, and the ingredients will be in the description box below. I don't know if I said that already, but 1 cup of flour here, and then I have 1 1/4 cups of sugar here as well. And then I'm gonna be using some espresso powder, some instant espresso powder. Go ahead and open this up with you guys. It's really sealed. Ow, we might need to get like a little, oh here. The bottle opener has like a little thingy, a little thingy. Espresso powder. I'm gonna need a 9 by 9 inch baking dish. So I have that baking dish here. I'm just gonna spray it with some Pam really quick. Spray it with some oil, or you can use some parchment paper, because parchment paper is always nice because you can just like lift the brownies out of the pan. Forgot what it's called. Go ahead and spray it. That's good. Really smoky now. Put this guy to the side. Sorry, that was loud. And then I'm just gonna go grab 3 eggs out of the fridge. Put this back. And our beer is doing good. It is reducing. About 10 minutes left on the timer. So just wanna reduce that. Oh, we need eggs. Grab 3 of these. 3 large eggs here. Not 3. Put this back. All right. And then a little container. Oopsie. Have my tools for success. All right, let's go ahead and just crack 3 eggs, because that is what we need. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Got our 3 eggs. Put these guys to the side, throw these shells away. Don't want the shells, that's for sure. Just going to wait for the beer to reduce, and then once the beer is done reducing, we can go ahead and add our chocolate and our butter. I'm gonna go ahead and just add our butter to the bowl, just like so. And just gonna let this sit. And then once our beer is done, we can continue the process. Okay guys, so the beer has reduced a significant amount. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the skillet. Here's our beer. Really hot, but it has definitely reduced. And it is good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down. Get a little napkin or something. Get my towel and put this to the side here so it can cool off. So we're gonna let the Guinness cool off for about 10 minutes, and now we can go ahead and microwave our chocolate with our butter. So I'm gonna put it in the microwave. Yeah, got confused. I'm gonna put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Microwave. And we're just gonna let that heat up, and then we'll take it out, whisk it, put it back in the microwave for 30 seconds, whisk it again until we get a nice smooth consistency. So yeah, let that microwave. 3, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead and turn on our camera, and we're just going to whisk this up. I'm just gonna use my spatula here. because I forgot to grab my other whisk. Just mix it up. Smells wonderful. Buttery chocolate. And we're just gonna put it back in the microwave for 30 seconds, but I'm just gonna whisk it a few more, or stir it a few more times, and then we can go ahead and put it back in the microwave. Once again, 30 seconds, take it out, and do it again. Keep doing it until we succeed. Put this in the microwave. 30 seconds. And then we wait. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera on so you can see the process here. Oops. And we are going to just simply mix it up. And this should be good. It's looking very, very silky. Very silky. So this should be good. My microwave is very strong. 2 times should be good enough for me. But if your chocolate hasn't melted all the way, you can put it right back in the microwave for 30 more seconds. But mine is looking good, look at that. Yeah, super silky. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is melted. That's perfectly melted. So now the recipe says we are going to go ahead and whisk in half a cup of our Guinness beer reduction. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a whisk. Grab a whisk, and then we need to preheat the oven to, I'm assuming it's 350 degrees, but I want to make sure. Yep, 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 177 degrees Celsius. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the oven, 350, reheat. So now let's go ahead and, timer was still on. Nope, we don't need a timer, stop. Talking to myself. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add half a cup of our Guinness beer to our chocolate mixture. Use my little liquid measurement. And we should have half a cup. That's a little under half a cup. Kept it on the stove for a little bit too long, but you should have half a cup. But anyway, I kept it on the stove for too long, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and add half a cup of our beer and use my whisk now. Whisk everything together till everything is evenly combined, evenly distributed. So we added our beer. So now let's go ahead and we're gonna add our sugar. 1 1/4 cups of granulated sugar. We're gonna whisk it in. And whisk it in until it's completely combined. Then we're gonna add a cup of flour as well. Double check something. So we melted the butter with the chocolate, whisk in the sugar and the beer. Now we're gonna whisk in our eggs and vanilla extract. And then we're gonna whisk the flour, salt, and espresso. Okay, so we're gonna do the vanilla and the eggs. So we have our sugar, chocolate, beer. Let's go ahead and add our 3 large eggs to the bowl here. Break the yolk. Beautiful yolk break. That was a beautiful yolk break. All right, that's good. We're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. My favorite. I'm gonna eyeball it. I like to add a little bit more than a teaspoon, but you guys can measure this out. Oh, that was a lot. It will not bother me at all. So we got our vanilla. That is good. Now let's go ahead and add our flour. Ooh. 1 cup of flour, all-purpose. Oopsie. All-purpose flour to our bowl here, just like so. Kind of fold it in with my whisk, so that way I don't make a huge mess, just like so. All right. And then I'm going to measure out the, I just spilled the espresso, look at that. You see that? I just spilled all that. That's okay, I can simply sweep it back into this container here, carefully. Actually, need to grab a, oh, I have a bowl right here. That's all right. Okay. All right, we're gonna add half a teaspoon of espresso into our bowl, and then we will add a dash of salt. This is half a teaspoon here. All right, and I'm gonna add about 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, just a tiny bit. Really 1/8, I'm gonna do 1/8. Simply a dash, just like that. And we're just gonna whisk this in until we get a nice smooth batter. And then we can go ahead and add this to our baking dish. And we're gonna bake this for about 30 to 32 minutes. I can still see a lot of chunks, so I'm just going to continue to whisk, and then we will add it to our baking dish. Okay guys, I finished whisking up our batter. Here's our delicious brownie batter. Nice and smooth chocolate, as you can see. Yum. It smells so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to our baking dish. 9 by 9 inch brownie pan here. And we're just going to simply add this to our bowl, or our baking dish. That is delicious. Delicious. So go ahead and scrape the bowl. That is really good. So good. And the recipe says we're gonna bake this for exactly 32 minutes, and then we're gonna let the brownies rest. So 32 minutes. My word. I know we're not supposed to do that because of the eggs, and the flour, but it's so good. Put our brownie batter, delicious chocolate batter, in the oven for 32 minutes. Set a timer for 32 minutes.
32 minutes, counting down.
Okay guys, so I have about 17 seconds left on the timer, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the timer off. And gonna grab some oven mitts and grab the brownies out of the oven. Smells delicious in here. So, take these out. Here is our beautiful brownies. Nice and chocolatey. Smells so good. So, hey guys, it's been a few minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and slice a piece of our brownies. Get a slice here. I like the middle piece, so I got a middle. All right guys, so here's the Guinness brownie. I got a middle piece because I like when they're super soft. I got a middle piece here. Guinness brownie. Smells good. Go ahead and try a piece. Ooh, hot. Delicious. So delicious. Super moist, soft, chocolatey. I can taste that Guinness aftertaste. That is really good. Hard to explain, but it's really good. Have some Powerade, blue Powerade. Cheers. Now this is really, really good. Guinness brownie. Look at that steam. You see the steam? I don't know if you could see, but it's like steaming hot. So good. Oh. It's good. So delicious. Yeah, usually I've made brownies with just the cocoa powder. So having it with like straight up chocolate bars is really, really good. Very rich. And then I can definitely taste that Guinness. Yeah. Really good. Delicious. Hot. Just need a scoop of vanilla bean icing, or ice cream to make it even better. Yeah, I really like the middle pieces. Very soft. Last bite. Well, crumbs left. Done. Alright guys, I hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.